Issuing the licenses is only the start of gambling regulations in North Carolina.
Queen City News reporter Savannah Rudisell is live tonight at Uptown. So Savannah, what's next for bettors?
Yeah, Alicia and Brian, we haven't even launched yet mobile online sports betting, but we do see people already ready for in-person sports betting. Now, any future renovations to Bank of America Stadium would likely include a little bit of room for an in-person sports book. Until then, fans are just going to have to gamble on the game on their phone. Now, experts really predict that there's probably going to be a flood of tax dollars going towards North Carolina. However, they say that the legalization may also bring a new wave of crime. As the launch of North Carolina's legal mobile sports betting approaches, researchers warn about the rise of gambling-motivated crimes. They're typically financial crimes like fraud, embezzlement, or theft committed by people with deep gambling addictions.
So they get to a point of desperation where gambling has caused an overwhelming number of problems in their lives.
There's a team at Eastern Carolina University researching gambling addiction as a disease, not a behavioral problem. Dr. Michelle Malkin leads it.
We know that 1 in 5 individuals with gambling disorder will attempt suicide. So that's a very scary reality. But we also know that about 50% will commit one of these gambling motivated crimes.
Dr. Malkin believes some of these crimes are a natural progression of gambling disorder.
It sounds ridiculous when an individual who doesn't have a background in gambling hears about it, but I call it the gambler's fallacy, where an individual gambling has caused all these problems, but the only way out of it is to keep gambling and try to fix them through gambling.
State health officials gave the Gambling Research and Policy Initiative a $750,000 grant. There are a lot of conversations around state funding for addiction services, but experts think rehab programs are only the start. They advocate for a statewide gambling diversion court where people accused of gambling-motivated crimes could be sentenced to treatment instead of jail time.
People with other addictions have access to treatment over incarceration, and we know that if people are treated, their likelihood of recidivism and likelihood to get treatment and get better increases.
Dr. Malkin says it's impossible to tell what type of person is more likely to let the fun turn into a felony, but her research shows sports betting leads to addiction faster than other types of gambling. She says better education and outreach is key to crime and addiction prevention.
Rather than just say, if you have a problem, call 1-800-whatever, we should be saying, here are the signs on if you have a problem so that you know how to recognize it in yourself and in those people around you. Now, gamblers will also want to make sure that they don't get in trouble with the IRS. Yes, the winnings are taxable. Now, North Carolina has a blanket 5.25% tax on any gambling income. Federal taxes will also apply on mobile sports earnings. Reporting live in Uptown, Savannah Rudisell, Queen City News.